Okay, so this week we're going to look at AHIMSA. I'm not sure if we've done this one before, but in essence it's non-violence, which sounds quite serious, but actually it infiltrates everything when you look at it in a yogi way. So it can be about the thoughts that you have in your head, the food you eat, the clothes you choose to buy. It can be about how you spend your energy. So ultimately what we want to practice is ultimate nurturing of ourselves. The way we're going to weave that into our yoga practice this morning is we're going to take our time, because there's a tendency to rush through things in life and that can actually be really harmful. We're going to be gentler on our body, so instead of pushing ourselves 110%, we're just going to dial it back. Maybe only go to 80% today. So if you know you can go fully into a pose, try not going fully into the pose. I know that sounds really strange, it's actually really difficult to push yourself. And this is based on something called the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and they're basically, so we've explored all 8 limbs in one session, but we're going to look at them individually. And they're things that you can do towards yourself and the world around you, and then they're observances, so things you can sit with and watch and practice, and they help you to lead a happier, more well-rounded life. And then you're going to get closer to enlightenment, samadhi, bliss, whatever you want to call it. So they're the paths you walk on in order to reach that unshakable peace that we're all looking for. So let's make a start. We're going to come to any comfortable seat. It can look like me, legs outstretched. You can be on a block or a blanket. It's entirely up to you. And then start to bring some alignment into your body. So bring your shoulders over your hips. Start to grow tall in the spine. So lift your spine out of your hips. Roll your shoulders up and down your back body to open your heart, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. And relaxing all of the muscles that you don't need to be tense. So you can relax your face, you can relax your shoulders. Relax the glutes, you can relax your hands, soften the arms in towards your body. Just take a moment to arrive in your body. So another way we can practice AHIMSA is when we're in our body, we're moving around the body with our awareness, maybe having a little scan and explore. We're not going to meet anything with resistance, with judgment, with criticism. So even if a part of you is injured or ill or you're unhappy with it in some way, we're just going to embrace it with love, openness and welcoming. Welcome everything in your life and in your body. So we're just meeting the body where we're at. And we've got a nice meditation at the end called Metta, loving kindness. So it's about spreading AHIMSA worldwide in the form of a meditation. And this is how we really change the world. It has to start with us. So spending some time in the body, however you want to, letting your awareness move around. And then start to become aware of the breath. So let's take slower, more conscious breathing here. Again, resisting that urge to rush, to push, to grip. Maybe just let the breath do whatever it wants, breathe you. But we're just being aware of that process, aware of the breath. And notice if the urge to rush bubbles up inside of you. So how we watch our body, how we watch our breath, you can do the same with urges, with thoughts and with distractions. So you can be the observer of them rather than being consumed by them. When you're ready, move that awareness into the mind. Again, just noticing what's going on for you in your mind this morning. We're not pushing, distracting ourselves, or judging, criticizing. We are embracing that non-violence. So again, non-violence isn't about never having any negative thoughts or not criticizing ourselves in any way, because that in itself is going to create chaos. But we're just going to notice when those thoughts come in and maybe just notice them. You don't have to do anything with them. You don't have to action them or be angry that they're there or frustrated. We're just noticing first step on the path to non-violence, is the awareness. When you're ready, we'll bring some movement into the body. So if you have your legs crossed one way, feel free to change them over, but you can stay where you are. And we can move any parts of the body in any way for this practice. If you want to follow my guidance, you can. So I like to start with the head and neck. And today I want you to really, really slow down and take your time. Notice how hard that might be for you. That's a beautiful lesson. Is it really difficult for you to slow right down? So right now you might be exploring some head and neck rolls. You might be looking up and down. You can shake the head. You can look over one shoulder. You can just let the head kind of fall down. So just exploring any and all movements. Doesn't have to be a yoga pose particularly. Doesn't even have to have any particular outcome. Just being in the moment with your body and with the movements. Notice if it's difficult for you to be in this slower process, has a little bit of tension crept into the jaw or shoulders as you fight with it. Try to relax into it a little bit. Now if you want to, let these movements come down into the shoulders, or maybe another part of the body, and you can roll the shoulders, shake the shoulders, or shimmy the shoulders, anything you want. Or maybe it's a different part of the body this morning. And then maybe using the arms. So starting to very carefully, very slowly explore this auric field around your body, your subtle body, your energy body. Really slow today. And thinking about anything that may be here, judgments, criticisms from yourself, from other people, any way that you might have, subconsciously been harming yourself. So non-violence always starts with you. If you don't look after yourself and work on this energy, on this body, on this mind, then the energy you're going to emit is not going to be helpful to other people. Think about clearing that out and at the same time creating a protective bubble around your space, around your body, so nobody else's stuff is going to come in. And naturally, as your arms move, your spine is going to start to join in. So just taking time to maybe explore some side bends, forward folds. Maybe you explore the floor around you. You can look however you want. Chest and the pelvis, you could take a little roll of the spine, feeling the pelvic bowl, feeling the heart opening and contracting. Or maybe it's more of a seated cat-cow. It can be any movement. Feeling into the chest and the pelvis. If you want to, stretching your legs out and practice noticing moving around with your legs in a different position. Notice if you have sped up a little bit. Has that urge to rush come in once again? I said it because it had happened to me. Okay, so having a little play around with the toes and the ankles, maybe the knees. Yeah. Is there a gap somewhere? If not, you're going to have to come up here with me, I'm afraid. I think you'll squeeze in there. Thank you. When you're ready, just come back to that comfortable seat and think about maybe an intention you'd like to set for your practice this morning. So it can be based on what we're doing, like I embrace all with loving kindness, but it can be anything you like. Whatever comes up for you, just repeat that 3 times in your mind. Okay, so let's come to our movement practice. If you've brought a blanket with you today, I really encourage you to use it, even if normally you don't, or there's no particular reason to use it. Does anyone want to borrow one? Yeah, sure. Yeah, 2 blankets. We'll go and grab things. So just fold your blanket into a kind of rectangle shape for me, because we're going to place this under our knees, so you don't want it to be too lumpy. And I want you to come onto all fours with this under your knees. So I want you to get used to using whatever you can to bring a little bit of softness and care into your practice today, and always if you want to. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. The knees are about hip width distance apart. We're going to take cat-cow, but what we're going to do is actually just hold each direction rather than moving through, not in a rushed way like we normally do, but a really slowed down version. So we're going to drop our chest down, widen the sit bones, the navel's going to come towards the floor. We open the collarbones and slightly lift the head. Drop about 80% of the way down. You don't need to go 100% today. Keep the neck nice and long and just breathe here. So breathe deeply. Notice those urges. Are they bubbling up, wanting you to move, to rush? Or are you quite happy here? Maybe it's a combination of both. But just be aware of the processes, again, from that observer point of view, from that non-violence, softness, ease, welcoming all. Taking those deeper, more conscious breaths. And I have a quote here from the sutras. It says, "In the presence of one firmly established in non-violence, all hostilities cease." Thinking about what that means to you in your life, in your practice. When you're ready, curl up into that cat. So tuck the pelvis under, widen shoulder blades, press into the hands and feet, and bring the chin more down towards the chest. Remember, 80% of the way is where we want to sit in that zone today. Breathe here. Take your time. And this allows us to really notice what's happening in these shapes. So quite often we're so focused on the next shape, the next pose that's coming, that we forget to be in the one that we're already in. So notice what's happening for you here on all of those layers. Physical, mental, emotional, breath. ready, a few more breaths. Come back into your neutral tabletop position. Take a moment to arrive here. And then when you're ready, turn your head down towards one of your hips and kind of cinch that hip towards you, so you're shortening the distance between your rib and hip. Again, we're not rushing from one pose to the other here. Stay here for 4 rounds of breath. Keep breathing, exploring everything moment to moment. When you're ready, come back through to the center and turn your head to the other side, pulling that hip up towards your nose, cinching in the waist. Coming back through center, drop down onto your elbows here and have a little roll of the wrists. You can wiggle your fingers, maybe flex the palms, release. Just take a little bit of loving care into your hands and wrists. These often get neglected, don't they? And feet as well. We use them all the time and we forget to take care of them. When you're ready, from here, you can stay here if this is enough. If you want to come into a deeper sensation, you're going to step the knees back, bring the hips back over the knees, and as you do so, let your chest come down. If that feels too much, you can bend your elbows still and just kind of rest your head on your hands, come into a modified version. But if not, you're going to come into full puppy pose. So we're trying to keep our knees and hips in line here while the chest drops. It's quite difficult to do. It's quite an intense sensation, so just breathe into it. Notice the urge to come out of the pose, bubbling up. As long as it's not painful, try to stay in this place of discomfort for a little while. When you're ready, drop the hips down to the earth, come into Sphinx pose. So hips are on the earth, you can bring your toes and legs together or keep a little gap there. Elbows are underneath the shoulders, neck nice and long, shoulders down. And we're just going to move on the breath here, but really slowly, deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in as we carve a little space with our nose, looking up. And then exhale, bring that line of the nose down and the chin onto the chest. Work with your breath, with your body here, inhaling as you look up. Exhaling as you bring it down. Try not to slump into the pose, but keep that neck long, shoulders pressed down. Come back to the centre, with the face in a neutral position, just looking forward. And then we're going to look right and left. So inhale as you turn your head to the right, maybe you can even look down at your feet. And then exhale back through centre, inhaling as you look down at the other foot. Inhale through the centre, exhale to look down. Notice if suddenly you've sped up, try to take it a little bit slower than you normally would. Come back to the centre, remain in a neutral position, just take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, ready, lower your body down onto the mat. I'm going to turn my face to the side, but that's so I can talk. You can rest on your forehead if you want to. You're going to clasp your hands and rest them on the base of your spine, so they're here. When you're ready, take a deep inhale, pull the hands down past the glutes and peel your chest and the upper part of your abdomen off of the mat. That's it. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale up. Notice the urge to go 100% creeping in there. See if you can soften it. You don't have to come all the way up. Just lift up a little bit. Inhaling up, squeezing the shoulder blades together a little bit. Exhale down. Now rest here. See if you can lift your feet and legs off of the mat, maybe a couple of inches. You can point your toes here. Exhale to release. We'll practice that again. Inhaling just the legs. You can leave your head where it is for now. Exhale down. Try that 2 or 3 times. And then when you're ready, if you want to, you're going to do that both together. So you're going to inhale, heel your chest off of the mat, heel your legs off. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath maybe. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, release down to the mat. Let's give that another go, maybe 2 more times in your own way, holding for as long as you want to. When you're ready, releasing those hands, bringing them back under the shoulders and pressing back into a child's pose. It can be a wide-legged child's pose or knees together, whichever you prefer. Just coming down, taking that moment to relax and release. Bringing in that intention that you set at the start of your practice. Ready, walk your hands back towards your body. I'm just going to turn, but you guys can stay where you are. So you can either come into a cross-leg position, or you can stay here kneeling with your knees apart. Inhale as you bring your arms wide. Exhale to bring them behind your head. From here, inhale to grow tall. And then exhale to bring your elbow down to one side, keeping that chest open. Inhale through the centre, exhale the other way. So again, noticing those little urges, those little fractions of the mind that want you to go really far into your pose. Are you just taking it gently this morning, or are you pushing yourself? And actually on that topic, sometimes in life, we don't push ourselves at all, and that can also be harmful. So we want to find that middle ground between doing absolutely nothing or doing too much. It's always a bit of a balance, isn't it? And our body has a beautiful way of reminding us that we're too far in either direction. So if you have burnout, chronic fatigue, you probably need to rest. If you're feeling a little bit lethargic and unmotivated, then maybe you need to do more. It's about getting to know your body and its capabilities and just meeting it where it's at. Coming back to the centre when you're ready. On your next inhale, open those arms back out and exhale them down to the sides. Beautiful. Okay, come into a cross-leg position. I'm going to talk in the way that I'm actually doing, so you can either mirror me or reverse it. So I'm going to have my right leg in front, and we're going to take some twists either side. Now twists are a real good test for how far you're pushing yourself, because they are really tempting to go into the full amount of twists. So just take a twist, one side, and just go 75%. So if you could turn all the way behind you, don't. See how it feels to sit in the middle. Take some breaths here. Keeping that spine nice and tall, shoulders down. When you're ready, turn the other way. Come back to the centre. So whichever leg's in front, you're going to come up and over towards that leg into a side bend. Taking some gentle breaths here. Keep that arm in line with your body, so try not to let it crush forwards. Keep your heart open. Now you're going to extend the opposite leg away. That's it. And then if it's there, you're going to lift up, raising those hips off of the ground. Take some gentle breaths here. Then when you're ready, bring that bottom back down. Curl the arms forward and come into a little forward fold here. You can readjust here if you need to. Ready, walk your hands back up. You're going to turn the trunk of your body over that extended leg and come down. So again, notice how you want to come down, how far you want to come down. Do you need to keep a bend in your knee? Be gentle with your body. It's early in the morning, it's cool in here, so you're not going to feel the most flexible that you possibly can. Ready, walk your hands back up towards your body. Bring yourself back into the centre. You're going to cross that leg in front now. And then you're going to take that side bend up and over. Breathing naturally. Stay here for a few rounds of breath. 2 or 3 is fine. Keep breathing. Heart open, shoulder blades drawing together. And then extend that leg away from you in your own time. I've got silly trousers on. I can't escape. There we go. I got imprisoned in my own yoga pants. Keep breathing. When you're ready, take that add-on, lifting the hips if you want to. If not, stay on the earth. Keep breathing, extending that leg and that arm. Ready, place your bottom down on the earth and take that forward fold over the bent leg. Oh no, sorry, in the centre here. Your body. You can lift your arms up or simply turn your body and then extend over that straight leg. both legs out into a straddle stretch. So here the tendency again is how wide can I get my legs? How far can I get down? Bring it in a little bit, take it softer. If you want to, you could roll your blanket up and kind of pop it behind your knees, or you could sit on a cushion, that sometimes helps. So we're approaching with softness, and we're going to come into our first yin pose here. So you might start all the way up here. I do recommend that you flip your palms up. It stops the tendency to try and grip and get down. Just let your body relax down here, so you can have a nice curve in your spine. It can be really relaxed. Let the head just flop down. Relax your face. I always encourage you to close your eyes during yin. It helps you to take that more inward, quiet, still journey, reflective of the yin component itself. And just let your awareness dance around those kosha layers, so thinking about what's going on in your physical body, being the observer there of sensations. Noticing the breath coming in and out of the physical body, and how the breath can direct the energy, and how your mind can guide the breath. Notice how when you relax, surrender, release, that actually you get further into your pose, into your goals. You can apply that in your everyday life as well. And as always, I have some quotes for you. Just got to find them on my phone. I didn't write them down. So this one's from Mahatma Gandhi. It says, "Non-violence is a weapon of the strong. We may never be strong enough to be entirely non-violent in thought, word and deed, but we must keep non-violence as our goal and make strong progress towards it." Flip your palms over, walk your hands back towards your body, and we're going to come back into easy pose, Sukhasana, and this will be our next yin pose. So we're going to bring in a mudra, and mudras are potent little hand gestures. They might seem simple, but they emit lotus flower mudra. So you're going to touch your little fingers and your thumbs and the heel of your hand together and keep it separated like a lotus flower. And this is symbolic of the flower blooming despite the murky waters beneath it. So it's representative of our theme today of Ahimsa. Find whichever way you can hold that comfortably for the next 5 minutes. And I'm going to play a chant for you. This chant is Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhuvantu, and that means may all beings everywhere be happy, healthy and free, and may I do my part in helping to make it so. So close your eyes. And if you want to, in your mind, you can follow along or you can say it out loud, it's up to you. Notice the sensation in your palms and fingertips as you hold your mudra. Okay, so we're going to make our way down into Shavasana, laying on our backs, where we'll take our Metta loving kindness meditation. So feel free to pop any clothing back on, pull a blanket over you. And find the position here that's super comfy. Again, because of our topic today, maybe you'd like to use a cushion behind your head or keep this blanket underneath your hips or an area of your body that just needs that extra love, care and attention. If you're laying flat on the floor, you're going to let your feet, your knees and your thighs fall away from one another. Maybe have your palms flipped up with your fingertips gently curled. Tuck the chin down. If you prefer to, you can always have your feet on the earth with your knees bent up if you struggle a little bit with tension in the low back. So take a few moments here to settle in. If you need to have a fidget, a yawn, a stretch, you can even shake a part of the body if you're feeling that excess kind of fizzy energy that might need removing in order for you to relax. Start to feel your body lying on the floor and the connection with the surface beneath you. Feel your body connected and held by the earth. Once again, paying attention to your beautiful breath, moving your body, nourishing your body all by itself. Remind yourself of the intention, that little seed that you planted at the start of your practice. Taking a gentle scan through your body and being in your body. With each exhale, feeling any tension, any chattering thoughts or distractions, removing themselves from your body and your mind, or becoming quieter. If it helps, you can say to yourself, I give myself permission to deeply relax. There's nowhere I need to be, and nothing I need to do right now. Watching sensations ebb and flow. Watching emotions be present in both the body and the mind. Letting your exhales extend a little longer than your inhale. Allow your entire body to soften, your face, jaw, shoulders, arms, legs, hands and feet. A gap between your teeth and your brows soft. Begin to bring your awareness to your heart center, the space in the middle of your chest. Imagine or feel a warmth growing around your heart. Bigger and bigger with each breath. Now bring into your mind somebody who loves you unconditionally. It can be a person or a pet. It could even be someone from your past. Let yourself feel their loving kindness as if they were close by, happy happy for your existence and thankful for you exactly as you are. Notice how this image soothes your body, your mind, and your emotions. Relax into this cozy sense of connection, allowing thoughts to rise up and dissolve. Simply come back to your heart, to your breath at any time if you feel yourself getting distracted. Take it slowly and lovingly. Bring this loving energy into words and repeat the following words in your mind. May I be held in loving kindness. May I be happy and safe. May I be healthy in body and in mind. May I always have enough. May my heart know peace. Now imagine somebody who's very important to you. Somebody in whose company you can truly relax and be fully valued for who you are, exactly as you are. As you offer the following well wishes, imagine that the person is affected and moved by your words and feels happiness and peace. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be happy and safe. May you be healthy in body and mind. May you always have enough. May your heart know peace. Next, bring to mind someone you don't know well. It could be an old teacher or someone who works at the supermarket, perhaps someone you see on a commute. As you repeat the following well wishes, imagine all of their worries, pains and burdens dissolving and leaving them. Imagine your words surrounding and healing the person with warmth and love. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be happy and safe. May you be healthy in body and in mind. May you always have enough. May your heart know peace. Now bring to mind someone perhaps you don't care for, someone who may have hurt you in the past or present. This may be really difficult, but wish them well, wish their pain away, and repeat the following words. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be happy and safe. May you be healthy in body and in mind. May you always have enough. May your heart know peace. Let your words float away from you and touch every person in the room, every person in the town surrounding you. wishes your loving kindness to grow bigger and bigger until you imagine it spreading through the entire planet, touching every single being, every animal, every soul. Let all of their suffering be gone. Relax for the next few minutes, bathing in all the loving kindness that you have generated. When you're ready, bring your awareness back to your body. Feel it lying on the floor and all of the connections that it makes with Mother Earth. Bring some movement into the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rolling your wrists and your ankles first one way and then the other. Then taking that full body stretch, reaching your arms up past your ears, making your body as long as possible on the mat. When you're ready, bend up your knees and roll onto one side, whichever side feels safest for you. And while you're there, give your upper body a big hug, a big squeeze. Take a gentle smile to yourself if that feels okay. Allow that seed of your intention to come with you whenever you leave here. And in your own time, help yourself up by pressing into the earth and coming back to your comfortable seat, whatever that looks like. And we'll end our session today with a few final clearing breaths together. So taking a deep breath in, bring your arms wide and your palms all the way above you to touch. Take an even bigger, even deeper exhale as you slowly float your fingers through the air and touch the earth. Beautiful. And again, breathing in nice and slow. Breathing out even slower. One more time up. This time, leave your hands in prayer position. As you exhale, float them down past your third eye, onto your heart, relaxing the elbows and bringing your thumbs onto your sternum. Gently bring your chin down to your chest and take a bow. A bow to yourself, your beautiful practice this morning, for finding that comfortable middle ground where you don't push yourself too much or too little. Thinking about all the ways you can apply non-violence in your life. A bow to each other for the shared group energy and the space that you hold for one another, and the loving kindness that you gifted each other today. And I bow to you for practicing with me this morning, raising your heads whenever you're ready. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste. Take your time standing up.